Stopping plain water before bed may sound unusual. Water is widely seen as essential for health, and hydration is strongly encouraged. Yet for people over the age of 60 who find themselves waking 2, 3, or even 4 times during the night, a simple glass of plain water in the evening could be contributing to the issue. The idea is not to eliminate drinking in the evening entirely. When fluids are adjusted correctly and taken at the right moment with more suitable options, it is still possible to maintain uninterrupted sleep through the night. The speaker describes personal experience before medical training, when aging brought restless sleep, fatigue in the morning, and unanswered questions. Through self-testing, adjustments were made in fluid timing, concentrating most intake earlier in the day and stopping drinking about 2 hours before sleep. Night awakenings reduced noticeably, but sleep quality still felt shallow, and mornings remained tiring. Years of working in cardiac surgery reinforced how closely poor sleep is tied to cardiovascular strain, and personal experience confirmed the same connection. This led to a realization that the issue was not simply water itself, but the type of drink consumed in the evening. Plain water serves the body well during the day. It supports hydration, kidney function, and nutrient transport at the cellular level. However, at night, it does not assist relaxation of the nervous system or support sleep chemistry. It also lacks compounds, such as magnesium, glycine, and tryptophan, which are associated with deeper rest. With increasing age, the body's regulation of nighttime fluid balance changes. Antidiuretic hormone levels decline, reducing the body's ability to retain water during sleep. Melatonin production also gradually decreases year after year. At the same time, the bladder becomes more sensitive, sending signals that interrupt sleep cycles more easily. Once awakened, returning to deep sleep becomes difficult. The proposed approach is not to reduce hydration excessively, but to replace late plain water with beverages that contain calming nutrients. These include magnesium for muscle relaxation, glycine for neurological calm, tryptophan as a precursor to melatonin, and plant compounds that support relaxation and circadian balance. Taken in small amounts at the right time, these drinks are suggested to reduce unnecessary nighttime urination while maintaining hydration balance. One option discussed is warm, unsweetened almond milk. It is presented as a suitable evening drink, especially for older adults who may struggle with lactose digestion. Almond milk contains magnesium and tryptophan. Magnesium supports relaxation by reducing excitatory activity in the nervous system and easing muscle tension. Tryptophan contributes to serotonin production, which promotes relaxation and later supports melatonin formation during nighttime. Research from a 2014 study published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences reported that adults who consumed almond milk twice daily over a 2-week period experienced an average increase of 22 minutes in deep sleep. Participants also woke fewer times during the night and reported better morning alertness. Unsweetened almond milk is also low in calories, does not significantly raise blood sugar, and is generally gentle on digestion, making it suitable for individuals with metabolic or digestive sensitivity. It is recommended to be consumed warm, in a small portion of about 120 to 150 milliliters, roughly 60 to 90 minutes before sleep. A small addition such as cinnamon is suggested for flavor and circulatory support. This simple drink is described as having a dual effect, supporting both nervous system relaxation and nighttime biological rhythm regulation. For individuals whose main difficulty is mental overactivity rather than physical restlessness, chamomile tea is introduced as another option. It is naturally caffeine-free and non-addictive. Its calming effect is linked to a compound called apigenin, which interacts with GABA receptors in the brain. These receptors are responsible for regulating anxiety, tension, and sleep rhythm. A clinical study conducted in Iran and published in the Journal of Advanced Nursing followed women older than 65 who consumed chamomile tea each evening for a period of 2 weeks. The findings showed clear changes in sleep outcomes. The time needed to fall asleep decreased by an average of 16 minutes. Night awakenings were reduced by more than 30% compared to those who did not consume tea. Most significantly, 80% of participants reported deeper and more comfortable sleep the following morning. Unlike sleeping medication that induces forced drowsiness, chamomile tea works by helping the body return to a natural resting state. It functions as a mild signal to the brain that sleep should begin, without creating strain or artificial sedation. There is no struggle or persistent mental tension. To prepare it correctly, 1 tea bag of dried chamomile is steeped in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. It is then allowed to cool to a warm and comfortable temperature before being consumed slowly. The suggested timing is approximately 45 to 60 minutes before going to bed. Some variations include adding a slice of ginger or a few drops of natural vanilla for warmth, while avoiding honey or sugar, particularly for individuals monitoring blood sugar levels. When the mind remains tense at bedtime, chamomile tea may provide a gentle transition into calmness. Its effect is described as soft but noticeable, easing mental activity without force. Following this, another beverage is introduced that contains a distinct feature. It does not rely on conversion within the body. It provides natural melatonin directly, ready for immediate use. This drink is tart cherry juice. Unlike many sleep-related beverages that depend on tryptophan converting first into serotonin and then into melatonin, tart cherry juice contains melatonin in its natural form. This makes it one of the few food sources capable of delivering usable melatonin directly. Tart cherries are among the rare natural foods with measurable melatonin levels sufficient to influence sleep patterns. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Foods in 2010 observed participants who consumed tart cherry juice twice daily for 2 weeks. Total sleep time increased by an average of 84 minutes. Another study published in the European Journal of Nutrition in 2012 confirmed that tart cherry juice significantly raised melatonin levels in the body and improved both sleep duration and quality. In addition to melatonin content, tart cherries contain anti-inflammatory compounds. These may be particularly relevant for older adults experiencing nighttime joint discomfort, which can contribute to repeated awakenings, often around 3 or 4 in the morning. A case example is presented of a patient referred to as Richard, a 71-year-old retired engineer from Ohio. Despite trying chamomile tea, warm milk, and even melatonin supplements, he continued waking 2 to 3 times each night and felt unrefreshed each morning. After being advised to try tart cherry juice, he initially expressed skepticism, questioning fruit juice as a sleep aid. However, after 1 week, he reported a noticeable change, waking only once and returning to sleep quickly, a pattern he had not experienced for 5 years. For proper use, the recommendation is to select 100% pure tart cherry juice without added sugar. A serving of about 60 to 90 milliliters is suggested, which may be diluted with warm water if the taste is too strong. It should be taken 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. A caution is noted that tart cherries may interact with blood-thinning medications, and medical consultation is advised for individuals using such treatments. Tart cherry juice provides direct melatonin support, but melatonin alone is not always sufficient. When cortisol levels remain elevated at bedtime, sleep disruption can still occur even with adequate melatonin intake. In such cases, the body remains in a state of alertness, with increased heart activity and persistent mental arousal, leading to difficulty falling or staying asleep. The next beverage focuses on addressing this stress response directly. This drink is golden milk, also known as turmeric milk with black pepper. The issue described is difficulty sleeping despite physical tiredness, often accompanied by a mild increase in heart rate and an active mind. This condition is associated with elevated cortisol, a stress hormone. Cortisol, when present at high levels during bedtime, keeps the brain in a state of alert monitoring. Heart rate remains elevated, and melatonin release is reduced, preventing deep sleep. Over time, this condition may place continuous strain on the cardiovascular system. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is identified as a natural substance that can influence the HPA axis. This system connects the brain, pituitary gland, and adrenal glands, regulating stress hormone production. When properly absorbed, curcumin may help reduce cortisol levels, increase GABA activity, and calm activity in the prefrontal cortex, which is often overactive during nighttime restlessness. However, curcumin has poor absorption on its own. Black pepper plays a key role due to piperine, which enhances curcumin absorption by 7 to 8 times by activating digestive enzymes. When combined with warm milk, the calming effects on the nervous system are described as faster and more noticeable. A study published in Phytotherapy Research in 2019 followed adults who consumed curcumin nightly for 4 weeks. Results showed an average cortisol reduction of 23%, along with measurable improvements in deep sleep and overall sleep quality based on brainwave analysis. Preparation involves mixing half a teaspoon of turmeric powder with a small pinch of black pepper into 150 milliliters of warm milk. Almond milk, oat milk, or walnut milk may also be used. The mixture should be consumed slowly about 1 hour before bedtime. It should not be overly concentrated and is not recommended on an empty stomach. Golden milk is described as a drink that reduces cortisol levels and prepares the body for sleep. Yet there is one final option that does something beyond sleep onset. It supports real recovery during sleep itself. Muscles are repaired, collagen is rebuilt, and the body feels lighter upon waking. This is drink number 1. Gelatin dissolved in liquid or bone broth. Gelatin is often recognized for supporting joint flexibility and skin firmness. However, it also contains a key amino acid that plays a significant role in sleep quality for individuals over 60. That amino acid is glycine. Glycine has effects that are not shared by many other nutrients in this context. It can gently reduce heart rate, lower core body temperature, which is a biological signal for sleep initiation, and increase slow brainwave activity. These brainwaves are associated with the deepest stages of sleep, where rest is uninterrupted and dream activity is minimal. These changes reflect a state of genuine restorative sleep. A study published in the journal Neuropsychopharmacology in 2007 showed that taking 3 grams of glycine before bedtime led to deeper sleep, fewer awakenings during the night, and improved morning alertness with greater mental clarity. Unlike sleeping medication, which induces forced sedation, glycine does not override natural sleep processes. Sleeping pills may produce unconsciousness, but not always restorative sleep. This can result in morning fatigue, heaviness, and reduced clarity. Glycine, instead, supports a natural transition into the sleep cycle without forced effects or notable side reactions. It is often considered suitable for individuals experiencing long-term sleep difficulty or those who sleep for sufficient hours but still feel exhausted upon waking. Another key point is that gelatin contributes to collagen production during sleep. It supports tissue repair, muscle recovery, and joint maintenance. After the age of 60, these processes slow down, and gelatin helps support them during the night. This is why this drink is described not only as a sleep aid, but also as a recovery support during sleep itself. The effects may be noticeable the following morning, including reduced stiffness, lighter legs, and improved mental clarity. Preparation with gelatin involves dissolving 1 teaspoon of unflavored gelatin into approximately 120 milliliters of warm water. It should be stirred until fully dissolved and consumed slowly about 30 to 45 minutes before bedtime. With bone broth, a low-sodium version is recommended. It should be gently warmed and consumed without making it too thick. It is best taken alone, without additional food, to support absorption. Bone broth, slowly simmered from bones, contains gelatin, glycine, proline, and minerals. These components support joint health, calm the digestive system, and maintain steady hydration throughout the night. This option is described as simple but effective, often underestimated due to its simplicity. Yet it is used regularly once its effects are understood. The focus then shifts from what to drink to how to drink it correctly. Only 100 to 150 milliliters should be consumed. This amount is sufficient to provide support without placing strain on the bladder. Examples include 1 teaspoon of gelatin in warm water, half a glass of almond milk, or a small cup of chamomile tea. Increasing volume does not improve sleep and may increase nighttime awakenings. Timing is also important. The drink should be taken 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime, not immediately before sleep. It is treated as part of an evening routine. After consumption, brushing teeth and a final bathroom visit are recommended to reduce nighttime interruption. Smaller, nutrient-dense drinks are preferred. Thickened options such as gelatin mixtures, golden milk, or almond milk are highlighted because they support relaxation while minimizing fluid overload. Establishing a consistent bathroom routine at night may help regulate bladder behavior over time. The body can adapt to regular patterns, reducing unexpected awakenings. Slow sipping is also emphasized. Drinking over 10 to 15 minutes allows smoother absorption and prevents sudden bladder pressure. Another recommendation is to rotate drinks weekly. One week may focus on almond milk, the next on gelatin. This allows the body to respond individually and identify what works best without excessive nighttime urination. The central message is that sleep does not always require medication or strict routines. Small adjustments in timing and beverage choice can influence nighttime rest. The body changes after the age of 60. Hormonal balance shifts, and the nervous system becomes more sensitive. However, waking repeatedly during the night is not something that must be accepted as permanent. Consistent sleep of 6 to 7 hours remains possible. Morning clarity and physical lightness are still achievable with proper support. 5 main evening drink options are summarized. Warm almond milk provides magnesium and tryptophan for relaxation. Chamomile tea supports calm through apigenin. Tart cherry juice supplies natural melatonin. Golden milk helps reduce cortisol and stress while supporting cardiovascular balance. Gelatin or bone broth provides glycine for deep sleep and physical recovery. Each option serves a different role. Only one needs to be chosen at a time, taken in a small amount, and timed correctly. Please leave your thoughts about this content in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.